It's the Garden. What do you expect?
Their jerseys sell for like $700. Gold Modell's going for $100.
Yeah, I still have my Gabrick one. I need to get a new one.
I was at the Yankee game. They had them for like, I mean, they're pretty much the same everywhere, but like a legit Yankee jersey is like $250.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I think it'd be cheaper just because like there's so many more seats and shit. So like they have like cheap seats. But like the Gardens is like not as many. So like everything is expensive there. Like even the seats like
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, when I was here last time, like the cheapest ones I saw were like $90 or $70, like a day or two before, and I was like, "Fuck that!" Like I know at the Yankees stadium. I remember once I got it was just a random game last minute. I got like a ticket for like $35. But I was like, I was far away.
Dude, let's see what we got.
You just hop on the train from Somers, takes you right to the stadium.
Yeah.
Metro North.
Yeah.
But
from Katona, what I'm saying, it's bullshit. Like it's so expensive in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, no, I mean.
But the Yankees is not that bad.
Yankee game, you can find like solid tickets for like $20-$25. Yeah. That's what I got. Like my dad for Father's Day I got like tickets for our whole family, like $100.
I keep on getting people coming to my bank, my job, and being like, "Oh yeah, for $50 you can pick whatever seat you want for whatever game you want." I'm like, no.
That's the same company that I used to work for.
Really?
It's like one of their like offshoots.
Okay. Because then the Met, like they did it for like the Yankees were there first, then the Mets showed up for it. They had like a little thing like, $50. Like you don't have to pick your game right now. Like you pick whatever game you want, and like it's like these seats here you can pick from. They're trying to like convince like I don't watch baseball. What about like a family member? It's like I mean I guess they like baseball. Well, don't you want to get it for them?
No.
Yeah.
That close.
Yeah.
They tried to like guilt me into like Father's Day, and I was just like, no, my dad won't go to it. Like, trust me. He got like mad at me that I was telling him no.
The Yankees they're not playing home though, right? They've been playing California for a couple of days.
They're back now.
Oh, they came back.
They came back. Yesterday was the first day back.
I want to go to the Yankee game. Yankee game is fun just because you can chill all day there, just drink beer, get drunk.
I'm actually going with my dad on July 8th. But we could try to squeeze another one in there.
Yeah, for sure. Cheap tickets.
But yeah, so let's get started.
Oh, really, dude?
Yeah. I don't know how much of that actually picked up because like you guys weren't
I'm like
actively talking into the mic.
Right.
But yeah, if it's bad, I'll edit it out. I probably won't, but
it's too much work.
Yeah, so it's Bingeaholics Anonymous. We're here doing House of Cards, episodes 5 and 6, right? 5 and 6.
Well, yeah, 5
and 6. So, we're a little late.
It's Paul's fault.
Yeah.
That was my fault yesterday.
We were all to blame.
I couldn't record you.
Oh yeah. we're all to blame for us.
Yeah, we're all to blame a little bit each mainly D-Rod.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean it's been a week and a half since we've been on here. And what's new with you?
Not much, just back home.
No, that's right. So if you couldn't tell, we're all in the same room right now, and we're all huddled around one mic.
First time we actually recorded all three of us.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah.
Last time we did the 2 and the 1, and it wasn't bad, but there's room for improvement. But yeah, so we're here, we're in person, and we're just gonna get into it. Does anybody have a what you're watching?
Yeah,
I do.
I feel like okay, good.
Do you do?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I mean, I started watching again. Super.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, they got 12 seasons on Netflix. You guys should check it out.
Sounds like
it's
a shitty show.
I mean, they got 12 seasons, so they're doing something. It's still good.
Just like the network just like forgot that it's airing. It just keeps like popping up like, oh shit, I forgot we had Supernatural.
I mean, for me, it was like really good from like the first season to like season number 5 because it was all connected. Like shit that happened like in the first episode basically led up to the end of season 5. It was all connected, and then it was supposed to end the show there, like at season 5, but like they ended it like so many people complained and like they wanted it making it more. And like every season, they're just making shit up now. Like now it's not really connected. It's just like one season, like one problem after another. You know, hunters. They got like 2 guys have to deal with like demons, angels, vampires, werewolves, Satan, God.
Satan's a big one.
Yeah. So it's good. It's like it's got a little bit of everything. It's pretty funny too. The show, like times where they crack a couple of jokes, times where it's like kind of suspenseful because like they're in the house, they got to deal with ghosts or whatever. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
Are there aliens?
They're not. No, that's
no aliens.
They're aliens.
Oh, you're natural.
Exactly.
They're just like out. They're just natural.
I don't know about you guys, but like if there's any type of apocalypse, whether it be zombies or like demons or whatever, I'm prepared. I know what I'm doing.
Sure.
I know what I'm doing.
I'll come to your house when that happens then.
If you ever see a ghost, grab like iron. They don't like iron. Okay.
I don't know if that's true.
No, it's true. Supernatural says so. Supernatural says so.
I don't think I'm gonna base like my survival from a ghost on a shove.
And you know how to like protect yourself. Like if a ghost comes at you, man, just take salt. And you guys make a salt circle around you. They can't cross the salt.
That I've heard. That I've heard. I've heard that. Man. I've heard that. I've also heard they don't like cinnamon.
I don't know about that. I think that's just made up.
They hate pepper. They love cinnamon.
What research did the show do before?
Dude, they know a lot of shit, man.
They just
like a lot of angels and whatever. They have like actual names. Like they mentioned Gabriel, Raphael. I didn't know it was an archangel. Apparently, he is an archangel. They got
Michael in the Bible.
I didn't know about Raphael. I knew about Michael, like the one that came down to Mary. I didn't know about Gabriel.
Michael the archangel.
Yeah, and Gabriel I knew about, but I didn't know about Raphael.
I didn't know there was a Raphael.
Did you know Lucifer? Lucifer the Satan.
He was an angel. He was a fallen angel.
I didn't know he was an archangel.
Oh, what the fuck's the difference?
Angels are like angels are like regular soldiers. Archangels are just more powerful.
They're like generals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they run shit.
But angels are supposed to be so like peaceful and holy. They're fighting.
Angels are dicks. Like in the show, and angels are dicks.
Isn't one of like the archangels like the archangel of like war or something like that?
No, then they end up like
that's Ares.
Other gods of stuff like gods of war.
That's Ares.
No, horsemen. That was the horsemen. No, they also have horsemen.
Oh, the horsemen.
Wait, the four horsemen are in the show?
Yeah.
I watched that episode.
They bring them. It's like a season though.
I watched that season.
Because like apparently like the rings of the horsemen are like what opens the gate to hell or whatever, where Lucifer is and shit, because he's like in a cage.
See, I can get down with four horsemen.
And they got death in there too. They got reapers.
Is it like the death from Family Guy, where he's like super sarcastic? And...
No, actually, he's actually pretty scary because they he's dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
You touch him, you're dead.
I can't argue with that.
And he's like always talking about like God. He's like, yeah, me and God are so old. We don't even know who's older. We've been there since the beginning of time and shit. Like
I might check it out.
It's got 12 seasons.
He kind of sold me a little bit on at least check it out with the Four Horsemen thing.
Yeah, it's good shit.
But the fact that you tell me that you know how to handle any apocalypse because you watch that show makes you want to punch you in the face and tell you you're wrong. You're definitely wrong.
Oh my god, dude!
I bet you'll be the first person to die.
I have a survival kit, man. I got my iron. I got my Bible, God. Holy water. Yo, get that. Get that unlocked.
Is there gonna be a ghost apocalypse? Is that like a thing?
There could be,
like maybe like in Ghostbusters,
like apocalypse of the Bible, man. Like hell raises whatever.
Did you see the new Ghostbusters?
Like this is the end. No,
no, that's kind of what happened. There was like a ghostopocalypse.
Yeah. I hope that there is like
it was funny, but it was dumb.
Ghost thing that happens, and I hope you take out your iron and the ghost just laughs at you, says "fuck you."
No, man, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
And you can put like in a shock and you put some salt in there so you can actually shoot them.
Oh my god!
So they like disappear.
You just gotta light some sage and walk around your house.
It's not a snail.
I'm melting. Melty ghost.
I don't think it ghosts.
I know how to trap angels too, man.
Oh my!
You know how to trap an angel?
Yeah, I can trap an angel.
How do you rip its wings off?
No, like you call it, like first of all you gotta like what you do is like you take holy oil. It's blessed.
What kind of oil?
Olive
oil, canola oil.
Holy oil, like go to
grapeseed oil.
But I feel like type of oil actually matters.
Google it. Holy oil that's blessed, right? Then you like make a circle in the thing in the ground, whatever, and then like you trap an angel in it, like he doesn't know, he doesn't see it, so he steps in the circle, and then you light it on fire, bam!
Can't just jump up?
No, it's like a force, and they just can't move. They can't move out of the circle.
That sounds retarded.
No, man.
You're telling me an archangel, like a general, gets his ass fucked over holy oil?
I mean, they're smart sometimes, they're so powerful that they like command, like, like, huge breeze, like break the window and like put out the fire, like some shit like that, or like a thunderbolt will come and like break the floor.
So my question is, can I bless the oil?
No, you gotta be a fucking priest. It's gotta.
So what if you don't have a priest when all this shit happens? And okay,
you gotta be prepared.
You don't have any priest friends?
No. Go to the church down the road.
Yeah, Sacred Heart.
Okay, what if the church is the first place to blow up?
Go to another church, man. There's a lot of churches.
We'll go on the car.
What if they just blow up all the churches?
Yeah, what if they blow up all the churches?
Oh, by the way, man, you guys gotta hoard up on toilet paper. That is key. If there's an apocalypse, that's like fucking gold.
No.
Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean you're always gonna have to shit.
Yeah. All right, I see that. So you said one smart thing out of this whole conversation about what to do. Jesus Christ!
I never thought. Like, you think of food, you think of water, you think weapons. You never think toilet paper.
Yeah, dude. Toilet paper
Yeah.
is a big deal.
That's true.
That's
gold.
I'm sorry, I see butt crack on the TV. I'm very confused as to what the fuck I'm watching right now.
We have the TV on in the background on mute, and there's just butt cracks everywhere. Plumber's cracks. It's always for a liquid Drano thing. Okay. Anyway, we could get started on the show. Enough angels and demons
like
talk.
A half hour ranting about nonsense.
All right, well, check it out, you guys.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, 12 seasons.
I'll definitely check it
seasons.
out. You kind of sold it with the horsemen and all that kind of stuff and death.
I'll watch 11 and nothing more. So we'll hop into episode 5. The last episode left off when they, what the fuck did they do with the election again? Oh, they made Ohio and Tennessee shut down the election because there was a threat of
Conway was because Conway was going to win. Looked like
right. So
and Frank was started calling him and everything, and he was like saying like congrats.
He was going to concede.
Yeah. He's smart.
Yeah, no. So it worked.
And he made sure people wouldn't blame him, or he did it because he was already conceding and shit.
Right. This episode picks up maybe like a couple weeks later. And the first scene is people outside the White House chanting "Not my president," which I thought was kind of funny because we just had that a couple months ago. Those exact chants.
Yeah, when I was watching that, I was like, wow, that's all I heard people say when Trump won. It was just not my president. And I thought, well, I guess this is a common thing to say if you really hate the president that got elected, right? Or ever really hearing people protest, be like, it's not my president.
There was women's walks. What do you mean? There was women's walks
Like previous president.
Oh, previous. Yeah. Okay, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, because there's even one scene. I'm not sure if it's in this episode or the next episode when Tom is talking to the tour guide, and he was like, there used to be more respect, kind of behind the president's position, which is true. Like the whole thing with FDR, he couldn't. No one knew because the press was like, no, we'll leave him alone. We're not gonna. If our president was in a wheelchair now, it'd be merciless.
Yeah. Just shout out to Tom, just really giving that tour guide a hard time.
And then he gave her a hard time.
Yeah, gave her a hard time.
Yeah.
Pretty ballsy.
This guy,
do it right in the.
It's not tied down.
Press room.
The press room. Yeah. I mean, I guess he would know if there was gonna be a press briefing. Now he's one that writes the speeches, so
true.
He wouldn't have to worry about that. But, yeah, I mean, the episode picks up, like we said, not my president chance. All 3 of the branches are kind of in crisis from what we understand, because the way it works is, I'm not really sure how it works, but the Congress and the House of Representatives have to vote on it, right? They vote for the vice president and the president separately, each house.
Yeah. Yep. Each house picks either the president and the other house picks the vice president.
Yeah, and to add to the convolution, they need a Supreme Court justice, I think.
I'm not sure about that part, but maybe you're right.
They're on who.
Okay. Yeah, there's an empty seat right now.
Yeah, I think it's 4 and 4. They said 4 Democrat, 4 Republican. So, and then obviously there's no president. So just everyone is free. Why do I have written down the election comes down to a flip of a coin?
Because at some point in the episode, Frank starts talking to the audience and everything, and he says if the very last resort to pick is a flip of a coin or something like that.
And the Constitution has Hey, it was,
if they can't pick, like, even if the House and the Senate can't actually decide on everything comes down to just flipping a coin.
You know what that reminds me of? Charlie McGinnis.
Yeah,
I was just
draw the
watching
black card
from Always Sunny. You ever see that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen the episode. I just don't remember.
Well, it comes down to the end, and they're in a tie, and they're like, oh, or like the clock runs like, draw the coin. That's what they do. They probably did it at the end of the Constitution. Like, all right, this is getting too confusing. Just flip a coin.
I mean, it was different times back in 1700s, so.
Yeah, I mean, coins were hard to come by back then. You know.
I mean, I don't know about that, but it's system, I guess.
A little side note: do you think it was easy to like counterfeit money back then? Like, if you had good handwriting, and you could just like draw it.
Because they had to get the paper and shit too.
But like, there's no like official, like.
I don't think people thought of it maybe either.
Yeah, but probably too. That's the thing is like even with like murder, like you could just murder somebody and move like 10 miles away and like no one will ever find you.
Well, like in the episode "It's Always Sunny" when they like tell the story how like the gang cracked the Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
Frank's just like they're trying to like negotiate about like these pumpkins, and Frank's just like Charlie. It's like, I mean, we can just kill him and get away with it. Like nothing's gonna happen.
It's true. There's no DNA. There's no cameras.
Yeah, like you get away with anything back then. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could probably counterfeit shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely would have tried it. Not that I have good handwriting or can draw, but like it's like it's not like you could Google like, oh, what does like a real dollar bill look like? Like if you're just like a barkeep and someone just hands you like, and it's dark. Let's say it's dark. You're drunk because you work in a bar. Someone just hands you like a fake, dollar bill. You're just like, oh, whatever, okay. Chances are no one's going to ever find out that that's fake. That you can keep spending it and everyone's going to be drunk. Because let's be honest, back then everyone was drunk because you didn't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
You would just like be drunk all day. There's no real responsibilities.
It must have been that people were just like good people, I guess, because
good
way just be rich.
Good God-fearing people.
Yeah.
That's what the whole religion thing kept people in check.
Because I mean, yeah, we talked about that like on the Young Pope that we did too. How like everybody was so afraid of God in the church. But yeah, it's like if I knew how to counterfeit, it'd be fucking counterfeit. Everybody would be counterfeit. Everybody would be just millionaires. There'd be no poor people.
It'd be mayhem. Or there'd just be really bad inflation like in Zimbabwe where it's like $1 billion for a loaf of bread. Then they get real crazy. But getting back to the show a little bit. So we got McAllen, the polyhop.
The Polyhop is the
I just
company
can't get this straight.
that Conway.
Okay.
McAllen is a friend of what's her face? The person that's on like Doug's level.
Leanne,
yeah. That's her friend, and he runs like a company I think can like does like search engines also and everything like that. And he was helping them to like influence voters for the Underwoods.
right?
But then he was also helping them do real shady shit. Cyber attack and stuff like that. So and then his company also was used to find the Millers when that was happening.
Okay. Yeah. No, for sure. So yeah, he's in deep with the president and his administration. He says that he's been followed by the FBI and the CIA, and he kind of threatens to leak all the information about the Underwoods. And that's all we hear about him for this episode, but he pops up again at the end of the next episode in Russia.
Yeah.
So that's
he got like kidnapped in like Jakarta or something like that, and then they wanted like a ransom, and Doug went to go like try to pay it or whatever, and they like couldn't get in contact with the terrorists or whatever, and then he's in Russia. So I think Russia like paid his ransom and got him.
Yeah. Okay, so he got kidnapped. See, I guess I kind of missed that part. I just assumed it was kind
of... No, because they get a picture where it's him, and the newspaper says like Jakarta, and he's holding it up. And then Leanne like goes to Doug, and he's like, "Listen, we have a problem," and he says they want like 100,000. I don't know what they said, but they want like a ransom. Trying to pay or whatever. He's like, "Listen, like we haven't had contact with the hostage takers in like a couple of days. We don't even think he's in Jakarta anymore. And then he shows up in Russia.
Question. Where's Jakarta?
I'm assuming it's in the Middle East. I really don't know.
Let's see. Jakarta. How do you Jakarta? Jacaranda?
No, I think with an I.
No.
J-I?
Jakarta.
K-A-R-A.
Jakarta.
The K?
Jakarta. No, it doesn't look right.
Put a country after it. See if it pops up.
I don't think it's a country.
Jakarta. Navigator? No.
The Sins of the Solar Empire.
No.
Don't know what that is.
Well, that's a video game on Steam.
There you go.
Great job.
That was the Jakarta, J-U.
Hold on.
Jakarta Judo. Jakarta Karate. It looks like it's Indian. Jakarta LLC, Boca Raton, Florida. I don't think that's where he was.
Jakarta.
Jakarta?
Yeah, it's in Indonesia.
How the fuck you in Indonesia? Jakarta. Okay, Jakarta.
Yeah, he ran.
All right, well, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the capital of Indonesia, apparently. That Indonesia or Malaysia, one of them is actually the largest Muslim population in the world. I can't remember off the top of my head now.
Is it the Philippines that has like a whole city that ISIS took over or some shit like that?
Really?
Yeah, I heard something on the news where like I don't know if it was the Philippines or something, but like they just started bombing the shit out of the city because ISIS like had a stronghold in it.
Is the Philippines? That's wild.
I think it was the Philippines.
That's crazy.
It's somewhere over there.
I mean,
he got kidnapped. He was wearing American shouldn't be. That's the point. He wasn't supposed to be there as American. Not allowed.
No.
It's bad decision.
Yeah, I mean Indonesia isn't like hostile though against us.
I don't want to go anywhere outside of the U.S. unless it's like Canada, Scotland, Italy, maybe France. I don't want to go where I'm going to get kidnapped because I'm American. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
That's a good point. And not to bring it back to Always Sunny again, but the episode when Mac just has a giant map and he puts the big X through Africa and South America. And I don't really know what goes on over here. It's crossing out Europe.
He crossed off half.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, come on. Like, we're American. People don't like us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like some crazy ass fucking like Egypt and shit. That's not good.
It's kind of like the kid that just got back from North Korea.
He ended up dying.
Yeah, he just died. RIP. But it's like kind of what do you expect going to North Korea?
Yeah, I'm not going to North Korea as an American. I'm not going to North Korea.
I'm not going to South Korea as an American. Right?
If I am not North Korean or South Korean, I'm not going to be in North or South Korea.
Yeah,
I'm going to stay in America because I know better. That's like
there's enough Koreans over here. I've got a big enough taste, and I'm like I'm cool. I'm good with that.
Because like I watched something on Netflix, and it was about like special forces, like their missions, and one of the missions were like rescuing two Americans that were traveling through like Afghanistan. They were on vacation, just backpacking through Afghanistan. They got kidnapped.
Fucking stupid.
And it's like, why? Like like there's a whole fucking thing going on. Why are you backpacking through Afghanistan as an American? Why are you backpacking Afghanistan just as a person?
Yeah. Even Afghans don't backpack through Afghanistan. Like similar mountains in like the Midwest that you can climb that don't involve possibly getting blown the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay just being either and people go to like not uncivilized countries, but like kind of like third world countries or something like that. No thanks.
No, I'm good.
I'm cool here.
Yeah.
No thanks.
If there's not a pool where I'm going,
Yeah.
And
or if you have dial-up internet.
That is still around.
I'm sure it still is. I don't want to be there.
They're still handing out those little like AOL CDs. It's like up 3,000 hours.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, man, I will stay here with my Wi-Fi, with the AC.
With the AC, well, there's no AC right now.
Well, yeah, what? Because I didn't know how loud it was going to be. Oh, shut the fuck up. Why you wear jeans and a goddamn shirt?
I thought it was going to rain today.
So you should have worn a poncho.
Yeah. He should have been like the inauguration pictures of him trying to get the poncho on. That's what you could have done.
Like Pancho Villa.
But yeah,
we're off topic.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's reel it back in. Basically, the vote ends in a tie. Or no, does it?
It can't wait for the presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because the two states. Like there's no pick.
It's inconclusive.
Yeah,
basically.
Inconclusive. Doesn't I think Conway was still winning, but doesn't because Conway throughout this episode is like losing his fucking mind because he's supposed to technically, I guess, be president. He won.
He's pissed off. He's like,
he's just being a dick to everybody, including his hot wife.
She's super hot.
And he's being an asshole to her. Like, what the fuck? Dude, why are you doing that?
He's just super stressed because he's like, should be in the.
Yeah, he's throwing a tantrum, but I can't blame him.
Oh yeah, if that was going to be the president, I'd be throwing a fucking tantrum.
Yeah,
I'd be pretty pissed.
Although, first, I would never want to be president in the first place.
Yeah, that needs to be said. I would never want to be the president.
That's another story. A little side note before we move on to the next episode. There's that one scene with Claire and the current vice president. Vice president.
Right.
Yeah,
he's nobody.
Yeah, he's nobody. But it's like it's funny because throughout the show, like anytime you see them, like Claire and him interact, it's always kind of cordial and pleasant. And the vice president basically, I forgot, I didn't write down exactly what he said, but he was like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna be out of here soon, like whatever." And she goes, "I wrote this down." After that, I just thought that was like really mean, and I just kind of shows her true colors.
Oh yeah, and he leaves or whatever. Like he entered a room or something. He was just like, I think we finally see your true colors or who you really are or some shit. Like what you just said.
Yeah, because like she wanted him to like postpone something. Oh no. I forgot. Pass like legislation that would block the filibuster on the floor. Everything because they were like losing. They weren't sure they would have the 26 votes.
Yeah.
So they wanted him to block the filibuster, and he was just like,
no.
He's like, no, like, you guys are. I'm content, like leaving at the end of this.
Oh yeah.
And then when she said something about his dumb dead wife, and he's like, you know what? Your initials, you're just missing. What do you say, NT or something like that?
Oh yeah, because it's Claire Underwood.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Walked out.
That was clever. You got her there. Episode 6, we'll move on unless you guys have anything else.
No.
So episode 6 starts off with Claire getting sworn in as acting president.
Props to her, man.
Yeah, I mean she kind of finally.
They're like her to be like for the UN. And now she's president.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think that's gonna. She's gonna get that taste, and she's gonna want more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not like she's gonna just give it back. Like, here you go, Francis. Like, they're gonna like.
I don't. But you guys can tell me. Start off like, did she have to sign anything? Like, did they give her?
Yeah.
And did you see they like signed for her to like write down who has like special like clearance or whatever like level, and she got to Frank, and she like hesitated.
Yeah.
Like she was definitely thinking, but she was like definitely thought about like, should I take it from him? Like, should I leave him out in his position or something?
She signed his name last.
Yeah, and she thought about it.
Yeah, and she already kind of like, I think they got into a fight in this episode where he's like, you even said yourself, acting, right? Like, acting president.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's acting. I think like now. And even they had with the two states that didn't like certify their votes, right? They were like talking, and she's like speaking over Frank at one point, cuts him off, and then the governor was just like, "Oh, I want to hear from the president. Mr. President, you've been quiet," and he wanted to go say something. She's like, we think this is the. I don't think at all.
No, even if like he has the title of president, she's still gonna like at least nag him until he does what she wants him to do.
Yeah, now that she has a taste, like I said, of that power, she's not giving that up.
Yeah, well, even like at the end of the last episode, they're talking about like being controlled to like 2040, which, by the way, they'll make 100 point.
Yeah, right.
But like, you know, because if that's the case, then she's gonna have to be president at some point. And I think when she gets that taste, I don't know, because I mean, if you know, people forget that, you know, a couple seasons ago they were at odds. They were going up against each other, and like that could always go back.
Releasing photos of, like, his dad with like KKK members and stuff. Like they were going at each other.
Not a good look. Not a good look. So yeah, she's acting president, playing president, whatever you want to say. And this whole time, like we were saying, they're trying to swing the votes for this election with the was the Congress. I never get it. I never get the Congress or the House of Representatives, whatever. I always screw them up.
I believe it was Congress.
Okay,
I think.
That's what I thought.
We go with that.
We'll go with Congress.
Yeah.
We'll write it in pencil just in case we have to change it. But there's a bunch of shenanigans going on to try and swing these votes, particularly with the Black Caucus.
Yeah.
Which, if you say that really quick, sounds like a dirty word. But they say they want to come in and talk to Conway. So he goes to meet with them, and they leave him waiting outside for like 2 hours, and they basically just don't give him the time of day, kind of waste his time.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just like they first make him wait, and like, you know, he's technically, like, in his mind he's president, so he's like, how are these fuckers like making me wait?
Yeah.
And then he gets in there, and they just don't want none of it. They're like, whatever, and he's just like, all right, fuck you guys.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of like inadvertently like Frank just like sticking it to him.
Yeah.
Because like obviously Frank wasn't there, but you know, him and I think Womack is head of the Black Caucus. They're buddy. So he had that set up for him. And we start to see kind of throughout the episode, Conway starts to lose it more and more.
Yeah.
He gets into a fight with his Doug Stamper, whatever that guy's name is, whatever, chief of staff. Chief of staff. Yeah. He gets into a bunch of arguments with his chief of staff. Almost beats the shit out of him on a plane. He wants to fly the plane at one point.
Yeah, like yelling at the pilots and shit.
Yeah.
He's not doing too good right now.
No,
he's losing a little bit.
And even we see at one point, he's doing the VR therapy.
Yeah,
with the headset or with
but it's like weird. His therapy is like something that like would stress other people out. Like his therapy is like, you know, him being in the house with like a gun, checking out all the rooms and shit, seeing if there's like people.
See, no, my thing is like I think that VR therapy like imitate what you went through, right? To like help you get over it, or like work through it,
like desensitize it, maybe like go through it so it's not.
Yeah, kind of like relive it a little bit to like kind of to be like, you know, you're safe, like, you know, like what you did was right or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is, but like I want to know what he did. Because he was like in the house with like a gun, like clearing a house. Like I thought he was a pilot.
That's what we keep saying, but he got a Purple Heart, didn't he? Or did we ever figure out what he got? If it was a Purple Heart or Silver Star or something?
I think it was like a Silver Star.
Okay, so that one you don't have to be wounded for.
But they never say that what he did.
Like, they never say, and I think it's
something awful. I think something to do with like innocence or something. Like some innocence probably got in the crossfire or something like that, and like that's.
I think he was doing something shady.
He shot somebody's dog by accident.
I think he was doing something shady.
He was somewhere where he shouldn't have been. Yeah,
exactly. Like why as a fighter pilot are you like on the ground like that? Like not at base, right? Like, yeah. I don't know. So I want to know what he did.
Yeah.
They played into it too much now, where like, you know, that guy called in to try to like bait him into it. So now I want to know what it is.
I think we're gonna find out probably towards the end of the season. And D-Rod's obviously watched this, so I don't know. Don't really say anything, but okay. I feel like this whole election process is gonna last like basically the whole season.
Do you want me to like answer that, or
it was more of like a statement? Just give me like a A yes or a no?
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
It's a long process, and it's a lot of stuff that you like, especially what like happened in this episode. It's stuff that we saw in real life, like with Trump and Russians. It's stuff that you're just like, what the fuck? Like, how'd they know?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I think we all can relate to it. Like what comes down later on in the season, it gets more jaw opening, I guess you could say, jaw dropping. I mean, later on in the episodes.
Absolutely. And I guess since you're talking about Russia, we could kind of transition into that.
Yeah.
Someone invades Antarctica, which
they don't know who it is, and then right away Claire goes down to the war room and everything with all like the generals and shit.
Yep.
Can we just sidetrack 1 second and just comment on his wife?
I was just looking at her.
What?
No.
She was banging, yeah.
Really?
They showed red
That's like a fucking head. He's like,
I know. I saw his toothless shit.
He has no front teeth. What the fuck?
But his wife was banging, and you see Eric Carlson's in like a cast.
Oh no,
he's sitting down with a suit, and then one foot he's got the cast with like his fingers popping out.
Oh my god.
His toes, you mean? His toes?
His toes, yeah. His toes.
His foot fingers.
Yeah. His toes are popping out there.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
That's bad radio right there.
I'm sorry, man. I just don't like Grant Holtby.
Yeah.
I don't like the guy because he plays for the Caps.
All right, so yeah. So then Claire goes down in the war room and everything. What's we're saying is Frank is basically the first man, like the first ever.
Husband.
First husband ever. And he's down there, like I think he kept his mouth like shut, or he like just agreed with Claire. He was like, yeah, what the president's saying is true. And it's really, I was pretty surprised that he was able to transition so well right there. Like, he didn't butt in, he didn't overpower her or something like that. I was really surprised that he listened to her and, played his part.
I think at some point it's going to come to.
No, I'm not saying it's not going to, or it is, but I'm just saying I was surprised at that episode. Like, it was right away because it was like the first time we see Claire as president, taking charge, and he didn't butt in. So that was pretty cool because we know Frederick is just power hungry and everything. So it was really not normal for him.
Yeah, no, he's kind of taking a back seat on this one. Maybe he's just tired of all this shit. He's just I don't even care anymore. No, it's not true because he still wants to be president. But
But I mean, the thing is that they always talk about how they're a team.
No, yeah.
So her being president is technically still him being president.
Yeah, but he wants to be president.
I know.
The whole we're a team thing. That was Frank just giving her what she wanted to hear. I feel just so that she will stop posting racist pictures of his father.
Yeah.
But she took it to heart, and he was just like, "Oh shit, she's actually serious about this." But I never thought I'd hear about anyone invading Antarctica. It's just kind of a wild move.
Yeah.
But once they started talking about it, it made sense because there's oil there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we find out eventually that's Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Russia wants to renegotiate the treaty that they made over Antarctica, so they can get more oil. And this is when we find out that McAllen is in Russia, which we talked about a little bit before.
Yeah.
Now, walk me through this. This is one we could piece together because I don't really remember exactly what happened. But so McAllen is there, and they're in Antarctica. Mm-hmm. What's the point of this?
So
I'm genuinely curious.
I think I don't know what happened in the first episode or this episode, but McAllen already leaked a story.
Okay.
And it was about. Remember the gas station that blew up, or the convenience store that blew up? And they blamed it on terrorist attacks. Apparently, he leaked a story that basically had evidence saying that it wasn't true. There was already a gas leak in there to begin with, right? And it's not terrorist related at all. So, and then McAllen also has all the dirt that he did. He's willing to release everything. So now that Russia has them, Russia can use them as a trading piece. Listen, we have him. I know he has all this dirt on you guys. Give me what I want in Antarctica, or I just let him leak everything. It doesn't hurt Russia if he leaks everything. It only hurts the Underwoods in America. So, he has a good bargaining chip now.
No, it's true, and that makes sense. So, I think I might have been on my phone during that scene. One of those ones I missed real quick. But so yeah, I mean Russia. Putin Jr. is making some moves.
Yep.
So the episode wraps up the bill being passed to allow the re-elections in Tennessee and Ohio because Frank realizes that he's not going to win if he brings it to Congress or
he thought he was, but he realized that he's not, so he'd rather it be by the voters.
Right. Yeah, he thought it was, and then he tried to like swing the votes, and it didn't happen. So then he decided,
it's like Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B is like he's really like getting to like the last, end of the rope or whatever. Is trying to win.
No, yeah, she's what are we talking about? No, Frank. No, what I was about to say was Frank realized that he'd rather it be by the voters, and what he's going to do, what he plans on doing is basically convincing those states, because he was going to lose, and try and like convince them like to like vote his way somehow. Like he's gonna probably like I'm not saying
he's
like
gonna
this
plan another terrorist
happen, but he may do something similar. May do that. Have Claire, since Claire's president, like his wife, or like do something like say like, oh no, we're gonna declare war on terrorism or some shit like that to like sway voters towards his way and do a revote shit and maybe win.
Well, it seems like this whole season so far, like their whole plan is to like make America free, right? To like, like there's these bad terrorists that are basically Trump. Yeah. And what he did, he had this whole like, all these bad people want to, get you guys. Like I'm the one that can protect you.
Yeah.
And like before the season came out, one of the things that Netflix put out, like a trailer for it, was just Claire saying like, help us help you, like help us like keep you safe and everything. You see something, say something, it's dangerous, but we're here to protect you, and like we're the ones that can keep you safe, type of thing. And that's what kind of they're going at, like the terrorist attack on the internet in Washington, and blowing up that convenience store, like a terrorist attack, and all that kind of shit. They're trying to like push the narrative of like, only they can keep us safe here and abroad. And like that's pretty much like what Trump did. So
no, I mean that's more or less. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it came out that like one of Trump's like campaign advisors was actually also a writer for House of Cards. So because there's so many similarities just in the way they're running the election and the whole not my president thing and
it's crazy
everything.
It's crazy like how similar these things are.
In real life.
It's insane.
Yeah, and again, like we said, it came out or it was written before that all that stuff even happened, which is even crazier. And one last thing, shout out to Tom Bang, the tour guide. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but just wanted to give him like an official shout out. It's good for him.
Yeah. I mean, she was hot.
He's banging hotties, yo.
Yeah.
Claire's a piece, too.
Dude,
absolutely.
He's sleeping in the acting president's bed.
He's sleeping across the hall from Claire's husband, which is Frank. Like, no guy can do that. And sleep, like, soundly.
Yeah.
And Frank's cool with it.
Yeah.
He's like just sitting in a chair watching them sleep.
Yeah.
Not mad.
He's living life right now. He's loving it.
Yeah, well, I mean, him and Claire seem to be butting heads a little bit.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling that Tom is going to catch some feelings, and then he's going to end up getting butthurt and then, like, release some shit about them.
I think so.
He is a writer. He probably just write a book about it.
Yeah.
He already had those, like, short stories they wanted to write.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can't do that. It's about, like, my life and everything.
Right.
So, and, like, at least once an episode, they butt heads about something.
Yeah.
Like they don't agree on it. So I can definitely see that happening.
And it's like Tom keeps, like he mentioned, I think this was in the last set of episodes that we did. He's like, we could just go right now. We could leave, leave this place, whatever. Basically trying to run away with him. And what he thinks is that, this is my impression, is that he genuinely likes her and likes being around her. And she's just like using him as like a fuck toy.
Yeah.
Because like, she has like everything else she needs with Francis, but like in terms of the physical thing, like he likes his thing, and she does her thing, and they've always just kind of had an understanding.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I think you're already caught feelings.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
So like,
Absolutely. I
and
think
she
she's.
doesn't
I
do
think
that.
she's. Yeah. Yeah. No, and I think she's taking it more like a professional type thing, or more of like a just like thing. To
Yeah,
do
it's
while
more
she's
like-
bored.
Like, let's fuck around and have fun.
That's
But
it.
like at the end of the day, that's what it is. Like you're
Yeah.
still writing speeches for me. I'm still like the first lady, acting president,
Yep.
blah blah blah. I'm married. I have no interest in like being with you that way.
Yeah.
But he definitely wants more. I mean,
For sure.
shit, dude, it's the fucking first lady, acting president. Claire's fucking hot. I'd want more.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
I'd be cool with just sleeping.
I do it twice.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with just banging the first lady or like the acting president, like just not being murdered by the CIA.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, kind of if we're talking real life, this supposedly the Underwoods are loosely based on the Clintons. Would you have done it for Hillary?
No.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
No thanks. No,
Yeah.
no.
I'm glad we got that out of the way. And another little tidbit. I don't remember this guy's name, and it's going to come off as racist, but the black reporter got fired. He got fired for meddling with. He was looking up what Lisa Williams was her name.
Yeah, that chick's girlfriend, Rachel's girlfriend.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. So he got. And again, I feel like he's gonna keep digging and find something, and he just might become the next reporter that goes crazy and tries to shoot a president or ends up getting killed or something.
I mean, I feel bad for Lisa. She went off the deep end after Rachel disappeared.
Yeah,
She was like recovering addict. She was like, all about helping people. And she's fucking like shooting up in the bathroom.
yeah, like a
Like
coffee shop.
Yeah, like she's not in a good spot right now.
It's not even like her bathroom, like a hotel. It's like she's like in a public coffee shop
Yeah,
bathroom, like
Just on the
just
toilet,
passed
shooting
out
up.
in the stall.
Yeah, I don't like that guy anyway. He was really fake, right? Like he like, oh yeah, get a drink with me. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
You're a reporter. I'm the president. I know exactly what you want. I'm fucking retarded.
yeah. Well, the thing with Seth was he was kind of
Yeah, no, he wanted.
disenfranchised.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. The guy was just too nice.
I agreed, but maybe Seth kind of wanted to leak a little something.
I think. Yeah, because he definitely wanted to like fuck Doug over at least.
Yeah, they do not like each other.
I mean, Doug did throw him to the floor and put a glass over his like
Almost killed him.
mouth. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
he did almost
Yeah.
kill the guy.
Yeah.
So
Okay, understandable, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of leaky at that point also.
Yeah. So that's about it for episode 6. Unless you guys had anything else,
I'm good.
Yeah.
we're good. Okay, cool. So yeah, next week we got episodes 7 and 8. Hopefully we'll be back on schedule.
Paul.
D-Rod.
Not yeah. I mean, Sunday was my fault.
Oh yeah.
Monday.
Balls, and
D-Rod,
I was-
no.
No, you were Monday, and then I was Tuesday.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we were all responsible for it. There's no, everyone's pointing fingers at each other.
But you were the last one responsible for it.
Motherfucker.
So,
Recency bias. He's right. There's the recency bias.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. It'd be out sooner if it wasn't for you. But basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Basically, you guys, by the time you're listening to this, you could have already been watching the next episodes.
Yeah.
Instead, you're listening to this. And we thank you for that.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening, please listen. But yeah, so I guess we'll this episode is brought to you by Candlelight, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of have to. That's the most. It's the recurring sponsor we've had. We definitely had that multiple times on this show.
Yeah.
Not even just the House of Cards, just the entire podcast. We've had Candlelight probably 4 or 5 times. So they're good friends of ours.
Candlelight, if you want to give me free food for shouting you out, I will take it.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
It is
That's
dangerous,
dangerous.
but you know what? It's Candlelight, and I'm okay dying young from like heart disease. And,
If it's from Candlelight.
yeah. If Candlelight is what kills me, I'm okay with it.
Death by wings.
So yeah,
Too much
Candlelight,
buffalo stuff.
I'll yeah, man, my stomach's fucking killing me right now. I shouldn't put the hot sauce in the fries. That was a mistake on my
That's
part.
never a mistake.
We hooked him up to the IV and buffalo sauce just came flowing out. There was no saving him. But yeah, so that was good. Not bad for the first time recording in person.
All three of us.
Yeah, hopefully this comes out sounding good. We have no idea. We're about to find out.
We're not re-recording, so if it does sound bad.
Yeah, no, I'm not re-recording. We'll just skip one if we have to. Yeah, you guys lose out, but that's okay. Make sure you go, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe on iTunes. We're on iTunes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on iTunes.
We're on iTunes. Okay, so yeah, subscribe on iTunes.
Alex Anonymous.
Bingeaholics Anonymous. Same thing with all the social medias.
Follow us.
Tweet us. We want to talk to you. We want someone to talk to other than ourselves. So if you got anything, any other shows you want to talk about, suggestions, maybe you just want to say hi. That's fine too. I'll talk to you. We got nothing else going on. Yeah. So especially Paul, he's on summer vacation right now.
Yeah.
He's taking. And D-Rod's on vacation too. I'm the only working man right now, but it's all right. I'll still make time for you. So yeah. Any last words?
No, just binge responsibly, everyone.
God damn it! Stole my sign off, motherfucker.
Dude, you better think of a new one.
Can't leave it like that, dude.
She.